What is up, everybody? We're back. Unfortunately, we're back. I know. I know you guys get sick of me. I know. It's all right, guys. It's all right because I have a special, very special guest all the way from the Philippines. And you know what? I never saw my name. My name is Chris, but I never saw Chris with a T. Never saw that in my days of living. I lived 22 years. I lived 22 years. Unfortunately, I lived that long. Too much work. Too much work to live. But so Chris with a T is here. He plays an awesome Captain Rex. You should see his wrecker from the Bad Batch. Oh my God. We don't have a lot of Bad Batch cosplayers out there. And well done, Chris. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. He's all the way from the Philippines. I think this is my first guest from the Philippines overseas over there. So you're the first, Chris. You're the first.
I'm very honored, very humbled by the invitation. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime you want to come back on, you want to just talk about me all the time, you can just do that too, man.
No problem, man.
We'll just talk about how your name is Chris with a T, and I can talk about how I'm Chris with a C, you know?
Yeah.
We can just do that. So my first question to you, Chris, when did you start cosplaying and why did you start it?
I started cosplaying, I think, 2015.
Oh.
So 2015, yeah, I started cosplaying. I think it was because I wanted to like take my hobby up to the next level because for as long as I can remember, since I was a kid, I was surrounded by pop culture, movies, especially Star Wars. That was like my dad introduced me to Star Wars, and then when the MCU popped up right around 2008, it really started from there. So like in 2015, I had someone make me a really well, at that time I thought it was great, but it was a really bad Captain America costume. And then I went over to my first comic convention in 2015, and then it kind of spiraled from there. So yeah.
Oh wow! So I know you do a Falcon. Is that the Falcon one that you do for?
No, I do Steve Rogers.
Oh, Steve Rogers. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know because Falcon has like the same kind of outfit as Steve Rogers, so I was like, is he playing the Falcon? Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, that's awesome. So do you have? I know you're in the Philippines, but do they have any Comic Cons there for like Star Wars or anything like even with anything Marvel, anything?
Yeah, so we have what we call the ToyCon. So it's toy convention. It started out with like a bunch of Filipino toy collectors just gathering together, sharing their collections or like their custom figures and stuff like that. And then through the years, it grew a little bigger. It became I remember I used to go on the earlier versions of the convention, like at a mall. It was at a mall.
Oh,
it was like at their function hall, at their event hall. It was like it was that small, and then in the last 5 years, it's gone really big. It's now like at the fair. It's now being held at like one of the biggest fairgrounds in the country, and then. Funko Pop is now like the company Funko has officially partnered with the organizers and bringing like a fun pop experience, I think. And then recently international guests have come in at the convention, and it's a yearly thing. So every year, we get to suit up, we get to cosplay, we get to see all the cool toys around, and it's an awesome 3-day experience. And then we also have what we call Asia Pop Comic Con. So this one's a bit new. So it's only been around like 5 or 6 years, I think. So same thing. It's one of the biggest conventions in the country of the year. I remember there was a year where Netflix was one of the big presenters, and Marvel. So it's like this is where like Hall H happens for us for Asia Pop Comic Con.
It's like American Comic Con.
Yeah, it's like the Filipino version of San Diego.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I never
So
knew
we
you
get
guys had
we get our own version of Hall H. So Marvel has been very kind with its Filipino fans and giving us like sneak peeks of the new Marvel movies that are coming out and stuff like that. So it's great. That's I think APCC is like one of the highlights of the year for me.
Oh wow! Now when do they start? Because I know COVID. So how does that? Has it been there or not really?
Not really. The last one was ToyCon. The last ToyCon was like June 2019, and then APCC was August of 2019, and then right now we still don't have news if we're gonna go back to normal anytime soon because we're still on lockdown. We're on our third lockdown since this whole pandemic started. And cases are still up, so we don't even get to have theaters yet.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it's that bad, but we're trying our best to get by, and hopefully we go back to normal by next year with the vaccination and everything. So
Oh, okay.
hopefully,
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully everything goes back to normal very soon,
yeah,
and especially for you because you cosplay so many amazing characters that I think we all love, like Captain Rogers, Rex, Wrecker. Now, a lot of people I have not seen do the Wrecker cosplay. I only saw maybe a couple that are online. I don't know if a lot of people do it out there. So, what made you do the Wrecker cosplay? What made you like? What made you gravitate to Mr. Wrecker? Because we all love him, the big brother that he is to my little daughter Omega back here. Right?
yeah. So it was actually a very no, it was a very spontaneous thing. So a friend of mine who is a member of a worldwide costuming Star Wars group. I don't know if you're familiar with the 501st.
Yes, the Legion.
Yeah, so I'm also a member of the Legion,
Oh, okay.
and that friend of mine, Jim, people know him as Jim. He also makes armors and costumes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he makes and he was doing the Bad Batch. He said he wanted to do the Bad Batch, and just one day he was looking for people who wanted to try on Wrecker. He said, "I'm looking for people who would want to do Wrecker," and I was like, "I have the height. I'm a big guy, so I think I could do it." So I was like, "Hey Jim, I'm interested," and he was like, "Cool." He asked me to give him some of my measurements. And then he started making the armor, and then it kind of went from there. And then the Bad Batch was happening along the way, and I was seeing Wrecker and the team and everything, and I just loved everything about. I love how Wrecker is like the big brother, and in a sort of way, I relate to him because every time I'm with friends or I'm with family, I'm the oldest in the room. So
Oh,
I'm sort of the big brother to everyone. So I kind of relate with the character, and I just love the guy. He's so cute and he's so funny.
we love Bigger. Right, Omega. We love him. He takes such good care of my daughter. Omega.
Yeah, man.
He does. He really does. So out of all your cosplays, Chris, which one is your favorite one to put on? You feel like the character, and you just go with it.
Oh man. It's weird because this is a Star Wars show, but I'm gonna have to say Captain Rogers back here because this cosplay is something that I've worked on for like years now. I remember I started in 2015 with a really bad Captain America costume, and then I just kept working my way up to improve looking as screen accurate as I can. And I actually just finished this costume last year, and I'm really proud of this costume. I feel like when I wear this costume, I am Steve Rogers, and I get to go out there and be Captain America to a lot of people. And next to that is Rex, because
All right,
uh,
so Rex.
Rex is my favorite Star Wars character next to Obi-Wan. So these are all like dream come trues for me. To get to be the character that you've loved so much.
Yeah, I should start cosplaying, but I don't know how to make the armor. That's the only play. And
You
I'm
should,
very
man.
short.
You should.
Very short.
That's fine. There's a lot. It's for everybody. It's for everybody.
You'll see me as a little baby Yoda walking around like waddling. My child too. That's my baby too. But I'll be walking. I'll be flapping my feet.
You'll need a Mando for that.
Or no, he has to find me. So I'll just get someone to play Mando, and he'll have to find me. I'll be like in the woods somewhere hiding, peekaboo and hide and seek.
Or you could do a Jawa if you want to.
Oh yeah, Jawa. I want to be
Yeah.
like a clone. I wouldn't be like. I don't know. I would be like a clone trooper though. I would be like. Ahsoka's my favorite character, so I would be like Ahsoka, not Ahsoka. Like a Rex or like an Ahsoka trooper. Like I could pull off Ahsoka. I think I would have to just get the lulik of a man.
Yeah, man.
Because that men wear those.
Yeah.
They have men in the Star Wars wearing those, which she has back there. No, back here. Where? Back? No. What? No. This way. Yeah.
Left and right.
Yeah, left and right. I have two. I have the Mandalorian one and I have the Clone Wars one.
Yeah.
My favorite. So my next question to you. So you just said Rex is your favorite and Obi-Wan. Who are your top 3 characters in the Star Wars universe and why?
Top 3. So number 1 would be Obi-Wan. Because I grew up with the prequels. I'm a prequel generation. So and the Clone Wars.
I love the Clone
Because I think what Dave Filoni did in the Clone Wars with the Obi-Wan was like he didn't just reintroduce the characters to a younger audience, but he gave more of a background on who Obi-Wan was and who that we get to see him in episode 4, and we get to see why he's led to that moment on Tatooine. So we get to see all of his experiences from like Satine, from his his rematch with Maul and everything like that. So I liked how they didn't just focus on Anakin, but also with Obi-Wan, and you get to see all these cool moments with Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars, and that's why. And I love his sarcasm, man. Obi-Wan's sarcasm is like the best. It's really awesome.
He's a funny guy. He
is.
Really
I love it when he makes a comeback for Anakin. It's the best thing ever.
Because he always has one. He always like it's
does.
Quick and just like starts just like, yeah, Anakin, why did you do now? Like I told you not to do that, but like I told you.
And here we are. So next would be Captain Rex.
Love Rex.
Because same thing. Because for as long as I can remember, clones were like, when the prequels came out, clones were like this they were like soldiers. They were just soldiers with the same face. They came from Django, but you don't really get you really didn't get like a sense of like, oh, these aren't just clones, these are characters, these are people with experiences and emotions and stuff like that. And you get to see that with Rex up to season 7. And I love how he always, he says, in my book, experience outranks everything. So that was like a lesson that I took until now. I still take with me. And next would be the third would be Luke Skywalker, because he was his original hero from the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how he journeyed from this farm boy to being a Jedi, and there's a sense of like heroism in him and responsibility that I guess we can all relate. So I really love that about the character. So those are my top 3 Star Wars characters. And of course, lightsabers, man. Lightsabers are awesome. So
What's
I
your
really
favorite
love
hill?
lightsabers.
Do you have a favorite hill?
I do. Obi-Wan's and Luke's. Luke's from Return of the Jedi, and Obi-Wan's from Revenge of the Sith. Those are hands down my favorite hilts.
I like the Ahsoka ones from the Clone Wars because Anakin, I'm a big fan of Anakin. So Anakin gave her those, the new ones, the
Yeah.
improved ones on the final season. I like those. I like her Rebel ones, but not really. I'm waiting for Grogu to get his lightsaber, so that will be one of my favorite hilts.
Hopefully.
And then I like the dark saber, I do. And then I think I like the Cal Kestis lightsaber, like his hilt. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, but it just looks like, oh wow, that's amazing what he does.
It's really cool. It's
is.
like a double-bladed lightsaber, but it doesn't look like one.
No, and then the hilt is like from his master, and it's so I don't know, it's so cool. It's just
Yeah, it does. I love how the end is like a broken tip.
yeah, like the broken wire or something.
Yeah.
Not completed, but it works, something like that.
Yeah.
So my next question to you, Chris, is what are your favorite movies and why? Because you're a prequel, you're a prequel baby. So do you like all the prequels, or you like some of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9?
I like. Well, I gotta tell you, I really like them all.
Oh, okay.
But like on the top of my list would still be Empire Strikes Back. Still one of the greatest sequels of all time. And then next would be like Revenge of the Sith for me. So those two are like one of the best Star Wars movies for me. Those are the two movies that I enjoy the most. So yeah, that's probably it because Revenge of the Sith, it's like peak Obi-Wan and Anakin, and then Empire Strikes Back is peak Darth Vader and Luke. Because I think Empire is a movie that changed the history of Star Wars forever. So for me, that's my favorite movie.
Because the Empire was along for like 17, 18 years.
It is, yeah.
Like, I don't know how they weren't stopped. I should have stopped them. I should have been live back then. I would have stopped them. Me and you, Chris. Chris with a C and Chris with a T would have did it. You would have been your Captain America, and I would have been like, just with my lightsabers, just deflecting bolts.
And we would have stopped the Empire, man. Stopped it at episode 4.
We would have. We would have not let them go even after Revenge of the Sith. We would have went just to Darth Vader and Sidious, and it was just like, we're over this. We're done with you already. It hasn't even started. We're gonna destroy you right now.
Yeah.
And then you'll hit him with your shield 10 times, and I'll hit him with my lightsabers. I don't know if we'll fight them or die, but we'll try fighting.
And after the fight, TVA comes over. TVA shows up and arrests us.
You can't do this. That's out of the timeline. No, you're not the timeline. You're not the timeline. So my last question to you, Chris, is, are you going to come to the United States and join us in the cosplay and Comic-Con and stuff like that?
Yeah, I love to. Actually, last 2019, I had the opportunity to come to LA for the premiere of The Rise of Skywalker. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't have the time because I was scheduled to fly to Singapore and Malaysia for another Star Wars event.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I really couldn't fit in my schedule. It kind of broke my heart because everybody was there, from Mark Hamill to Daisy Ridley, and other people from Instagram like Rexing Around, and so it really broke my heart that I didn't get to go. But yeah, definitely once this whole pandemic is over, I'm definitely gonna visit everybody, especially friends from California, Star Wars people out there, and if I can, of course, I'm gonna visit you, man.
Yeah, I'm in New Jersey.
We're gonna hang out.
You gotta come see me.
We gotta hang out. We have got to hang out.
You just let me know when you're in. We'll you can come here. It's up to you, man. We'll hang out. I don't drink, but we'll drink some slushies. We'll go for.
Oh yeah, man. It sounds great to me, man. I'd take a slushie over. My perfect night is like watching Star Wars on a Friday night with some chips, some, I don't know, Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew or something. That's the perfect night for me, man.
It really is. like because the Clone Wars came out like 13 years ago. I think 2 days ago. I haven't watched it, so but when I do watch it, I'm gonna sit back with a Gatorade, because I don't drink soda no more. So I'll drink a Gatorade, maybe a quesadilla. Woo.
That's a perfect night.
And that's a perfect night, and then go to sleep, happy, and then sit down and sleep and dream about my Star Wars dreams that will never come true.
Wake up and watch Star Wars again.
There you go, and repeat
Yeah.
the same thing. Chris, it was a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you
For making the time. I know it's late over there. It's midnight in the Philippines right now.
Yeah, no worries at all, man. No worries at all.
And I don't want to keep you as long as I want it, but we'll talk again very soon. All
right.
Please come back. Maybe one day you'll come on the when Kenobi comes out. You'll break down with me.
Definitely.
And we'll just be one happy Star Wars community of the world.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. And one more thing before you go, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
All right. Well, you guys can find me at Instagram. That's at Captain Rex Rogers. I do have a YouTube channel, but I don't really upload much. It's trooping_around PH. If you guys want to check out some of my YouTube videos, but I'm not really active there. I'm mostly on Instagram, so you guys can follow me at Captain Rex Rogers, and yeah, just say hi, take a look at the stuff that I'm putting out. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.
He does amazing cosplay for Wrecker, Rex, Captain America, and very much more. Please go check out his page. You're amazing, Chris, with a T. Thank you for coming on all the way from the Philippines. I really appreciate everything you do for the Star Wars community. I love your cosplay so much. I will stay tuned for more of your cosplay, Chris.
Thank you. It's an honor. You keep safe there, man. Keep safe.
I'll try. The Force is with me, so I got.
Yeah, we're one with the Force, man.
We're one with the Force.
You're one with the Force.
We are. Guys, before we end, make sure you guys subscribe down below to the YouTube channel, The Scapolitano Show, for more fun unboxings, reactions, breakdowns, sexiness, awesomeness, omeganess, groguness, and ahsokaness, and all that Star Wars jazziness, all in one place. Be kind to one another, and may the Force be with you always. Bye.
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.